What's up, guys and gals, boys and girls? Hey, Troy, how's it going, man? Hi, Bill. Hey, Mike. How were the Globetrotters? Hey, they were really fun. Always a good time. I was a little disappointed with the crowd. There wasn't as many people there as you would have suspected there would be or should be. So I don't know what's up with that. I hope that's not an indicator of, something else going on. But man, it was fun. They always put on a good show. It's one of those things, where I don't know if I've told you guys this or not before, but I love events or things that you go do where you kind of get immersed in what's going on for a period of time and you forget about everything else, right? I love a good movie when you go to the movie theater and you are in it. Or when you're at a ball game and it's just so good, or a concert, any kind of event where you're a race, obviously, but any kind of event that you're completely engulfed in what's going on, and you're not worried about, checking your phone to see what's going on here or there. You're not worried about, work or how you're going to get this done or that done, or, just for that, couple hours, you're just completely engulfed in what's happening and where you're at. I love those experiences. So, and for me, the Globetrotters is one of those for me. It's just a fun time. So we've been to see them. That's the second time I've seen them. But my daughter loves it. We took my father-in-law, and yeah, good time for sure. So, my apologies for having to kind of take a while. I think everybody had a little bit of a Christmas hangover yesterday when I posted this. I also posted it at kind of a weird time yesterday. So, I get that too. But yesterday we had our final kind of Christmas family thing that we were doing. And so I had to post the break at a certain time to make sure that I could, be present for everything else. And then today I literally got up at 6:30 and have been gone. I just got home like 40 minutes ago. So, I've been on the go since 6:30 this morning. So, here we are. So, good luck to everybody. Here is our owner's list for tonight. Only person I'm missing a payment from is James Ward. Mike, just curious, do you think Briscoe can win a title? 100%. Yeah, I think Briscoe can win a championship. Yeah. He almost did this year, so 100%. I think he can. Birthday break for me. Oh, well, happy birthday, Todd. All right, good luck, everybody. Like I said, appreciate everybody's patience and understanding. Tomorrow's Prism Break will be posted at 6:30 p.m. And then we'll get into a little bit more of a... As we go through this week, we'll get into a little bit more of a regular routine as we get going. So, get a little bit of normal to our schedule. My Parkside Pacific IndyCar boxes, my first case did arrive today. So I've got that here as well. So we got all the goodies. All right, good luck, everybody. We're going to go Daniel Suarez, White Sparkle. Going to Eric Patton. Isn't real and doesn't actually exist. There you go. Ty Dillon, White Sparkle. Ty Dillon will go to James Holland with that unlisted spot. And then we're going to have the throwback, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. going out to Sarah. And I'm going to do my best to get all of these shipped out on Monday. Obviously, tomorrow's Sunday, so can't really do anything. But I'm going to do my best to get all these shipped on Monday. All right, here we go. Empty box. Again, cards tend to stick in the bottom of those boxes, so if you're breaking with other folks, just make sure they're showing you the bottom of the box. 23 of 20, 23 of 35. Frankie Muniz, rookie base. Frank the Tank going to Michael Herron. Looked thick. Yeah, thickish. Yeah, it's a thickish box. I would agree with that. Thickish. 48 of 75. Connor Mozak. The race used fire suit. Going to James. I got something red stuck. I wonder how many cards there are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 8. We had 10 cards in that box. I thought there seemed like an awful lot of cards. 5 out of 99. Anthony Alfredo, race used fire suit. Definitely some extra cards. Or maybe there's a booklet. That's the other possibility. Anthony Alfredo will go to James. And then we got 50 out of 75 with the net, window net, Tanner Gray going to Brian Kessler. We do have a booklet. Chase Elliott, race used tires. That's why it looked thick, and that's why I thought there was an extra card. Chase Elliott is going to go to Brian Doobie. $11 of 25. And our booklet, tire material signature booklet, 21 out of 25. Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer belongs to Tim Mays. And let me get you a mag for that, Tim. There you go. Sam Mayer. That's sharp. I like it. 18 of 25, Zane Smith. Going to Andrew Haywood. Nice Zane. And then right behind him, we've got Justin Allgaier, 69 out of 99. Allgaier will go to Trevor Bowers. And then we got another dual auto. Carson Hocevar and Michael McDowell, 53 of 99. Hocevar is Troy Mekis. Michael McDowell is Tim Mays. Troy Mekis and Tim Mays. So we will have a random, unless you guys can figure it out in the next, 5 or 8 minutes, whatever it takes to open this next box. But more than likely, we will have a random at the end for this one. Nice dual autos. I do love the fact that we have been getting quite a few more dual autos out of this year's NT than what I remember in previous years, which is great in my opinion. Had as I told you guys, I had a card show today. Last card show that I was doing for this year today. It was really good, really busy. Probably the busiest I've ever seen that show. It was in Chillicothe, Ohio, and really good turnout of people. Yeah, good show. Had several folks pick up some NASCAR stuff there. Sold a lot of wrestling. Jeb Burton, White Sparkle, goes to James Holland. Then we got Joey Logano on the White Sparkle, going to Tim Mays. I guess while I'm talking about the card show, this is probably a good time to mention to folks that if you're watching and if you have other cards that are non-NASCAR that you'd like to sell, I'm going to be looking for some more inventory for card shows. It's got to be stuff that sells fairly easy, though. So, basically when I say what I'm looking for, it's got to be like kind of stars. Basically, I can't do a lot with guys that aren't very well known or I don't try to mess with prospects much. I'd rather buy a veteran than a rookie in just about any sport. Ryan Preece going to Michael Herrion. So, anyways, if you have anything, football, baseball, even basketball, and of course wrestling, any of those. If you have any of those sports and you've got some singles you want to move, I really prefer to buy stuff that's valued like between $15 and $50 or $20 and $50, somewhere in that range is where I like to stay in between. And of course, if I'm buying stuff to sell, I gotta be able to buy it cheaper than I can sell it for to make that make sense. So, anytime you guys have stuff like that, message me. I mean, I'm not saying I can always buy everything or whatever, because that's definitely not the case. But at this moment in time, I'd be looking to pick up a few things for the next show, which is not until late January. So I got some time. But just figured I'd share that. I'd rather, buy from folks here in the group that I'm familiar with and maybe help you guys move some stuff or whatever than go hunting other places. So Hall of Fame Hall of Fame baseball guys I'd be interested in. Yeah. Yep, Hall of Famers that would be something. So yeah, just let me know, Scott. There's no rush. I mean, I'm kind of always on the lookout for stuff, but just figured it was a good time to mention it. So Frankie going to Michael. Yeah, these are this 2016 design. Love that throwback look. 12 of 30 treasured swatches fire suit Alex Bowman. Has some baseball. Sounds good, Jake. Yeah, there's like I said, no rush. You know, baseball, of course, the guys that are going to sell the best in baseball are going to be Ellie De La Cruz, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, folks like that. But Hall of Famers do pretty good too, especially if they're like I do pretty decent with Reds players, like Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, that type of stuff. Ken Griffey Jr. is also a huge seller around here. 43 of 75, Denny Hamlin, race used tires. Denny going to Katrina. Football, of course, Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ohio State stuff, even if it's not for me, for a PC, Ohio State stuff sells well. Race Gear Graphs, Ryan Truex, 19 of 75. Ryan will go to James. And let's see, I'm just trying to think of other stuff that I might be... Wrestling, the female wrestlers always do better for me than the guys, but if it's a guy that's, an active wrestler or, super popular, then they still sell well. 13 of 25, Landon Castle, Colossal Material Auto. Landon Castle is going to go to Jerry Sellers. Nice, Jerry. Different world. Oh yeah. I don't know enough about Pokemon to mess with it, that's for sure. 10 of 25, Treasured Numbers, Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton goes to Todd. Birthday hit for Todd. Happy birthday to you. We'll even put them up on the stand for you. And then we're going to go Clutch Factor, Chandler Smith, 24 out of 99. Going to Bill. You go with him because you know cards. You're like, I don't know anything. It's like the movie Aladdin. A whole new world. 16 of 25, Sheldon Creed, Fire Suit Signatures. That's nice. Sheldon Creed's going to go to JJ. We got a really, really nice card incoming. I'm going to cover it momentarily because I got to open some more top loaders. I got to order some more top loaders too. Been burning through them with NT. There we go. All right. Here's the Creed again. And check this out. Dual autos, Dale Jr. and Kelly Earnhardt Miller. 50 out of 99. That's cool. That would be one duel that I'd love to try to get eventually, is a Dale Jr. and Kelly together. That's super cool. So Dale Jr. is Chris Rogers, and Kelly is unlisted and will go to the James Holland in the unlisted spot. So we're going to have a random for that one as well between Chris and James. That's a really cool card. I'm going to move these off the stands and just leave our duels up there. So good luck to the folks that are going to be in that. I will hit you guys with a quick recap, and then we'll get to the randoms. I think my tablet's charged. I hope so, because if not, we're in trouble. So here we go. We had Ryan Preece, Joey Logano, Jeb Burton, Stenhouse, Ty Dillon, Daniel Suarez on White Sparkles. Again, don't forget, tomorrow, 6 p.m., Prism break. 6 p.m. tomorrow is going to be Prism. 4-box break. That's what's on the docket. Frankie Muniz, rookie base out of 15 SSP. And Frankie Muniz, base rookie out of 35. So kind of got the best of both worlds for Frankie there. Dale and Amy. Yeah, I agree. They need to get Amy to sign some cards. That would be cool. 43 of 75, Denny. Out of 30, Alex Bowman. Out of 25, Chase Elliott. To 75, Tanner Gray. Alfredo to 99. And Connor Mozak out of 75. And then our autos went like this. Justin Allgaier to 99. Harrison Burton out of 25. Sheldon Creed out of 25. Out of 99, Chandler Smith. To 25, Zane Smith. To 25, Landon Castle. And out of 75, Ryan Truex. We did have a booklet for Sam Mayer. And then we got our 2 duels here that we got to take care of with randoms. Yeah, Amy is hilarious. If Panini can get her on a card, that would be epic. We're going to have to do the randoms at one time because I got 4% on the tablet. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do top and bottom one time. And whether it comes up top or bottom is going to be how we do the winner for this. Actually, I'm already down to 3%, so we got to hurry. Clearly, I got to charge this bad boy. Let me turn this off. Like I said, we're just going to do top and bottom, and that's how the winner is going to be assigned for this. Just because of the lack of power to this bad boy. All right, here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's going to go to the top position. I'll hold it there for a second now that we're done with it. You guys can see that it doesn't change or anything. So it's going to stay on the top. So that's going to go to the Kelly Earnhardt Miller spot and Carson Hocevar spots. Top driver on each card. So Kelly Earnhardt Miller and Carson Hocevar. So Kelly Earnhardt will go to James Holland. I don't know why I have such a hard time with your name tonight. And Carson Hocevar will go to Troy Mekas. So again, congrats to everybody. Thanks to everybody who participated. Yeah. That's what we got. So, wow, yikes. What does that mean? Wow, yikes. What'd I do wrong, Todd? All right. So, again, 6 p.m. tomorrow night, Prism 4-box break. And then Monday night, we've got Monday Night Football. So that's kind of what's on the docket. The schedule is current, though. So if you need to refer to the schedule, it's pinned to the featured section. And, oh, fat fingers. Okay. And that's all I got for tonight. Tuesday, we'll do IndyCar. So lots of fun new stuff going on this week. And like I said, we'll get to some normalcy this week as well. So appreciate everybody's support, as always. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night for Prism. Until then, we'll see you next time.